Well, hey guys, how's it going? Cody here with Found Atelier, and it is such a nice day out today. I thought we would go ahead and take a quick trip to the lake. And while we're at it, I thought I would go ahead and share with you what I'm taking with me on my Hudson River School adventure. Let's go. I know you guys like gear videos, so let's go ahead and take this pack off and I'll show you what's inside. Speaking of packs, let's go ahead and start with the pack itself. Now, the pack that I'm using for this trip is called the Endurax Extra Large Camera Bag. That's right, a camera bag, not necessarily a hiking backpack. If you remember, I released a video earlier this year that outlined all of my plein air supplies, and I've made a few updates since then, and this pack is one of them. When I go out and plein air paint on location, most of the time I'm not only painting, I'm also filming. If I were just painting, I could get away with taking a much lighter setup, but I've got my cameras, my tripods, and yada yada yada. This bag helps me take it all with me. Now, when you look at it right from the get-go, the thing that you notice is its rugged design. It's a pretty tough backpack and it's really durable. There's a lot of storage space, which I love. Along the face of the pack, you've got three main storage compartments here. The first one is great, and it's got this hard case on it, and I like to use it for carrying my essential things that I need to grab quickly. So I might have a couple of granola bars in here. I'll have maybe a map and compass if I'm going somewhere that's a little more rugged, my first aid kit, and an emergency poncho just in case I need it. Behind this space, there's actually a pretty large space back behind there where I've got a number of things. Starting with this little flap right here, this is where I keep my PochadePalette. Let's get the other things out of there as well, and I'll show you what I got. So in that big pocket, I've got a few different things. I already mentioned my PochadePalette. Now, this is the palette that I'm going to be using as my main palette for the trip. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos released here in the last 6 months, you'll know that I love my PochadePalette. Made by Michael Klein, this little palette fits into a leather case made specifically for it, and it pops out of there just like that, and I can open it up, and if I really want to, I can just use it as a standalone painting easel and go really light, just anchoring my canvas to the back plate here with my magnets, and use this as a mixing surface. For this trip, I'm going the traditional easel route, and I'm just going to hold it like this while I paint. If you want to see a full review of the PochadePalette and all of the features, I'll link a review video that I did a while back in the description below, so make sure you check that out after this video. Other than my PochadePalette, I've got some paper towels that I'll keep in there so I don't have to take a full roll, a few GoPro accessories, I'll take my sketchbook, which I did a review video on this as well, and some tape. And finally, I have what's probably my most important item in my bag, which is my little Plein Air Kit. This Plein Air Kit is where I keep the bulk of my supplies. So when I open it up, the first thing that I have in here are my brushes, my pencil, my palette knife, things like that I'm going to use quite a bit. In the second pocket on this side, I've got a few emergency paper towels just in case I run out, or if I just want to take this kit with me, nothing else. I've got a viewfinder in case I need it, some tape, some extra lead for the pencil, and of course all of my paint and solvent and medium. Honestly, I have quite a bit more room in there. I could put a lot more stuff in there, like extra snacks, water, supplies, whatever, if I really wanted to. And then on the outside of this hard part here, there's some bungees that I could put a jacket or a sweatshirt or something like that. Moving down the bag, you've got a couple pockets here as well. Now the one in front is just simply the rain fly, which I actually really love because if I'm out and it starts raining or pouring, I can put that on my bag and protect all of my gear, which is great. And then this little pocket right here works great. As you can see, I don't have a lot in it, but it's got this little mesh area that I can put memory cards, extra batteries, things like that, pens, pencils, maybe a little notepad, and I've got my white balance card sitting in the back. And then this is really cool. There's actually space for a small tripod that can hook in right here, but the real neat thing is back behind this. If we unzip this big space here, you'll see that there's actually room for a camera bag. Now when I'm out in the field filming, I'm not taking a lot of camera equipment with me, but I do like to take my little Sony ZV-1, which is my main camera, as well as a GoPro, and then again, maybe a few extra accessories. And this little camera bag protects it really well, and I love the fact that if I want to, I can take it out of here, and then I've got a ton of extra space if I'm just gonna hold the camera the whole time for extra clothes, jackets, water, food, I mean, you name it, tons of room. Then of course there's a standard water bottle holder there on the side, each side actually. And this is another cool feature. Since it's a camera bag, it's designed to hold a big tripod on the side, which is perfect for painting. Now this is my heavy-duty plein air tripod that I use along with my panel holder that goes with my Daytripper easel. However, on this trip, I'm keeping the Daytripper at home. I'm just going to set the easel up with the panel holder and hold my PochadePalette and do paintings like that. I just thought it would be good to keep the extra weight of the Daytripper palette at home. And last but certainly not least, we need something to paint on, right? Well, the side of the backpack actually has this cool little hidden compartment that I think is designed for laptops, but it works great for me to put my PanelPak panel holder in along with my canvases. So I just keep it in there and then wrap it up in this when I'm done so that they don't get all over the place. And that's it. That's all I'm going to take with me out in the field on my Hudson River School adventure when I go painting. And speaking of painting, I'm going to get out of here and go make one right now. If you're sitting there thinking, well, what the heck is he talking about? Hudson River School adventure? What is that? Well, make sure you check out this video right here where I give you the lowdown. Until next time. Another airplane? Really? Come on.